Welcome to Iman's Open Book. And today we're talking about getting involved with someone and knowing if they're the one for you. And also, how you know that's the person you're gonna marry. So, disclaimer. This is my experience, and I'm just letting you know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a counselor. I'm just telling you my story. Stay tuned. Hi guys, so I have a special guest today. My hubby.
What's up, YouTube?
So, like I said, we're gonna talk about, our experience, how we knew we was for each other, and how he knew that he was gonna marry me, and how I knew he was the one for me. All right, so you want to start? You want to start?
I think we could ask questions to get each other to talk.
Okay.
So, how did you know I was going to be your husband? Or what signs were out there to let you know, man, I really want to marry this dude and have a bunch of babies running around the house?
All right, so guys, I don't know if y'all know my story. I don't think I told y'all our story. So, my cousin Caleb, he had a party when he turned 13 years old. And, he actually had two parties. The first one was for the family. And then the second one, yes.
I was?
Mm-hmm. You was at that first one. That's when we were starting to talk. He introduced me to you. And, he was just like, yeah, this is my cousin. This my best friend Josh or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, y'all, she gonna be going to your school. And that's when we was talking. Right then and there. He was like, oh, you coming to the party tomorrow or whatever. So, bam. So we talking that first day trying to get to know each other. He going
young game.
He going to the same school as me. So we were just talking. And then so the next day was the Jersey party for my cousin. So I get there, I'm chilling. I see him or whatever. And he come up to me and he doing this thing talking, slick talking. But he had a good conversation though. That's what attracted me to him. And he smelled good. That was the number one thing, because I like cologne. I love good smells. Okay.
Shout out to my brother for letting me wear your jersey and your cologne and your shoes that was too big, and I had to put tissue in them to make sure they fit.
The stuff you don't know. But yeah, we was talking, and I just we had he had a good conversation with me, and a lot of dudes at that age didn't know how to have a conversation with a girl, and I was quiet and shy, so
what were we talking about?
I don't even know. It was that stuff was deep. We was talking about whatever, I don't even know, but we would be on the phone till 12, and my mom would have to get us off the phone with each other. That's how good of a conversation it was. So yeah, it started then, and I just knew. I was like, dang, it's something about him. I have a connection to him. I never felt like this with nobody. It was at a young age, yeah. But I knew, something in me knew that he was the one since 13. So, what you thought at 13 when you met me?
You really ain't answer my question though.
What?
I asked you, how did you know I was gonna be your husband? I didn't ask you how we met.
Well, I was giving them
The backstory.
how actually at 13 I knew.
Okay.
Because I felt that connection. Yeah, life went on or whatever. We both was in relationships and stuff, but we always was friends.
Mm-hmm.
We was always friends within those relationships, and I always knew I loved him. I knew I always had a spot in my heart for him, you know, and it just wasn't our time to be together, and we had our time, so. I always knew. You know, women, we go far. Like, we think into the future. We think about wedding, kids, everything. Yeah, we do.
I wasn't thinking about wedding and kids
I
at
know
13.
you wasn't. That's just a dream we have. We think about this little cute little wedding and all that. It's just a girl thing, a woman thing. But, yeah.
I remember the party. I remember Caleb party.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the day before, now that you say that, him introducing us.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like in the kitchen or something. I just remember like the kitchen living room area.
He got a bad memory.
That's down bad.
Because I don't remember no kitchen.
I remember the kitchen.
He was in his room.
I don't remember that. Anyways,
Oh my
I remember the party, because I remember Iman had on a white Kango hat. She ain't gonna say she had it on. She had on a Kango hat, a New York jersey. I don't remember what number it was. It was like a jersey dress. I don't think was it a name on the back of it?
No, it was a rainbow jersey dress.
Yeah, and she had on a Kango hat with it too.
Because my hair was a mess.
Oh,
So what else?
your mom let you leave the house like that?
You still was talking to me.
I know. So I remember seeing her, and I remember just like trying to be as casual as possible. At a young age, I don't know how, you know, but I just knew, like, talking to you. I think for me, knowing that you knew Caleb and me and Caleb were so close, like it kind of made it to where talking to you wasn't awkward, you know. And I think I was able to kind of be goofy and be silly with you at an early age, as opposed to, I guess, just acting a certain kind of way that I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think sometimes a lot of people have tendencies where they present themselves to be one thing in the beginning, and then as time goes on, you see true colors.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just talking with you, and then vibing, always having that friendship first, and always talking to each other, regardless of if I was in a relationship or if you were in a relationship, and just kind of always just having real genuine conversations, you know, not really putting so much pressure or trying to run game on one another, just being honest and being real with intentions and, you know, everything we was going through. And I think us just being there for one another probably just helped us, you know, helped us now that we're married. You know, we know how to lean on each other, and even though we get on each other's nerves, like every married couple, whether y'all say it on YouTube or not.
We get on each other's nerves.
Yeah, so I think, you know, that kind of let me know that we had that connection, and whether we were going to be married or not, I always just knew this is somebody I'm always going to keep in contact with, you know, despite anything.
Yeah,
so.
We had that good friendship always. Whenever we was going through anything in relationships, we was always there for each other, and that's the key right there. Like, I feel like you have to have a friendship before you go into a marriage, because it's the important thing. You will always have your friendship than anything, and then you have your marriage, because you will be able to communicate how y'all communicate. Like when y'all was friends, you'll be able to feel comfortable to talk to your partner about things too, you know. But it do shift a little bit when you get married, you know. You certain things you'll know about your partner that you haven't known before. But you know, you talk about it, you get to learn about it, you know, and yeah, move on from there. So okay, so how did you know I was the one for you?
When you spend some time alone by yourself for a while, and God will kind of humble you and show you some things about yourself that you really need to see. And when you kind of step away from everything and really have that moment with God, and He'll start showing you things about yourself. And you know, you just start praying and ask God to send you somebody. Take away the loneliness, because guys get lonely too, whether we admit it or not. Take away the loneliness, just send me somebody to, you know, to be there, and, you know, just somebody to love me, you know, and that's when you came in the picture. So, yeah.
So that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
And let me add something to what I said earlier. God will show you who that person is for you, and you just have to wait. Especially us women, we can't find a man. They have to come to us, or God has to send you a sign to know that that person is for you. We had a break. We wasn't talking for 2 years because of something happened between us.
That was before we got married, before we got engaged.
Yeah, this was before we got engaged. We wasn't talking for 2 years, and I was hurt, but I needed those 2 years for myself, get myself together. And I told y'all in the previous video, when you single, you have to get yourself together and figure out who are you, you know, before you get in a relationship. And also get close with God, you know, because He gonna love you regardless of anything you do. And that's what I did with those 2 years. I got closer with God. I was getting myself together. I was being prepared to be a wife and didn't even know it, you know. And yeah, God sent me dreams, you know, that I need to call Him, and I didn't really want to call Him because I was mad at Him. But God was like, He kept on sending me dreams of Him, and I was just like, Lord, am I supposed to reach out? I feel like He's supposed to reach out to me.
Stubborn.
You know, why should I reach out to Him when He did me wrong? You know, so I prayed about it. I kept on praying about it, and I finally, you know, was like, you know what? Let me call Him. Let's see what's up. You know, if I feel like he might have been with his baby mama, still got back with her or whatever, but I was just like, let me just see, you know, how he doing. Let me get closure at least, you know. So I called him, and you know, we picked up where we left off. It was crazy. So man, we was talking, and we just kept on talking and talking and talking, and
But wait, I don't mean to interrupt you, but we addressed it, what happened too.
yeah, we talked about what happened.
We addressed what happened, and that was, we ended up reconnecting, and I actually went to Houston to see you, and that's that day me and your mama had that real conversation too. On the patio. Yeah, we had a real conversation. I remember still what that conversation was about. You know, so yeah, me and my mother-in-law at the time, you're just still mother-in-law. She was always calling me son-in-law at an early age. But we had a conversation and kind of just talked about some things, and had just a real conversation, you know. And and I knew that needed to happen before we were able to kind of advance to that next level, you know. Yeah. And so yeah, I just wanted to add that in there.
So yeah, he came to Houston, and we made it official to like be boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when that happened.
Yeah.
And things started getting serious. He, I guess he knew, like, man, I can't let her go. So from that's when we knew, like, it's time. It was time because we always tried to do the long distance thing and it never worked. And we wanted, to settle down with each other. We knew, like, we was for each other. And yeah, what you think? What you feel? You felt like that too?
I mean, I knew. Let's just. I'm gonna just keep it real with the dudes out here. It's a lot of little thotties running around in the streets. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about too. Exactly what I'm talking about. Get your little plenty of fish, your little tender, your little slide in the DM. You know what I'm talking about.
You're talking to the man.
Yeah.
What the flip?
Little hit it and quit it. You know. Don't act like that.
Yeah, plenty of fish that's like that.
Nah, I think damn, I lost my train of thought.
You Nobody was saying, did you feel the same way? Like you
Oh yeah.
ready.
Yeah, you start knowing, and I think my wife started kind of like showing me signs of the kind of wife she would be. And granted, like she said earlier, you don't really know until you in.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I started knowing, like, when I was home in Houston, she would cook. And I was like, dang, if her food ain't good, we ain't getting married. And I eat her food and I'd be like, yeah, all right. She know how to make stuff. But then not only that, but you start thinking about, like, all right, she could cook, but can she help me in areas where I need improvement? Because I can't throw down. I can't make mac and cheese from scratch. A collard, well, I know how now, not mac and cheese, but collard greens.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that. But, so you start thinking about that, and then you really start thinking, well, can this person add value to my life? And I think, like, some people are like, oh man, well, it's okay to talk to multiple people at once. And which I think, depending on where you are in your life, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to start using that process of elimination to really figure out who's going to be the one for you. And a lot of people make the mistake of cutting somebody off just because they do one little thing that make them so upset. You can't do that, because you might cut the person off that might end up being the one for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for the guys, just ask God, and I'm not perfect, my wife could tell you, but ask God to guide your steps. Ask him to show you signs, to open your ears and your eyes that the person that's meant for you is going to be there for you, and ask God to help prepare you to be a husband. Because I think my wife would say, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning things as a dad, still learning things as a husband. And let me just be real, it's no manual out here for it. So it's important just to know you're gonna mess up, you're gonna make mistakes. Just own up to it and try to do what you can to become a better person for your significant other.
Yeah, yes, definitely. And one thing I want to say is, be real. Be real at the beginning with that person that you feel like is the one. Be honest and transparent, and don't be afraid to tell your truth, because sometimes you can be kind of blindsided by certain things, and you have to have open communication. Just tell your truth. Get to know each other. Ask questions. Ask how is your family? How is your family? How did you grow up? you know,
That's important.
yeah, and how you are with your finances. That's important. And you just gotta see what each other's mindsets are, and how can y'all build with each other, you know, and see what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses and stuff like that. Oh, one thing. Well, no, I'm gonna say that for the marriage one. Yeah, that's a whole different one. That's we'll talk. He'll be back on the marriage.
Oh.
That one is gonna be real. But we just talking about this one right now, and we don't want to, you know, throw too much at y'all at once. But yeah, that's our story, and we're not perfect by a long shot.
Get on my nerves sometimes.
And he get on mine.
Man.
But we love each other though, and you have to have God in this marriage, because if you don't have God, that marriage is gonna crumble.
Yep.
I'm just letting you know straight up that your marriage is not gonna be good. You need to have God in the middle of your marriage. You gotta be prayed up, because the enemy do not like marriages at all. Just let you know. And he came at us multiple times, and still will, you know, because he don't like this. And we trying to break generational curses. You know, his mother, his daddy, and my mother and my daddy didn't work out. So we trying to break that curse.
Right.
You know, and we made our vows that we ain't getting no divorce. So yeah. So you gotta think like that when you get into a marriage, and when you thinking about, you know, marrying somebody. Just know you have to have God in that. Okay? So, disclaimer. I am not no counselor. I'm not no psychiatrist. I'm just one of your girlfriends trying to tell you some advice from my situation. That's it. That's all. But yeah.
Disclaimer. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a professional counselor. I am not a, what else she said? I'm not an attorney. This is not any legal advice. Just real genuine advice.
Just have a real talk right here.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Just genuine advice.
Anything I would tell anybody that know me, I would tell them the same. So, yeah, guys. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment what you thought about this video and what else do y'all want us to talk about. You know, and just keep on watching, and we're gonna have different, you know, little topics. This is my story, and I feel like it could help some people. You know, and that's why it's called, my channel is called Iman's Open Book. I'm an open book, and I just want my story to be out there to help people, you know. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for another video. Bye guys.